Hello there, thanks for tuning to Exile Island. And my name is Abatan Sheriffdeen, but you can call me Sheriff for short. And welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're an existing subscriber. So on this live stream, I want to live stream for the next 30 days. Oh, no, sorry about that. So I'll be live streaming for the next 100 days. So today is day 30. So I'm actually on day 30 live streaming. And I actually started live streaming on day 11 of learning on the Datacamp platform. So if you're looking for the first day to 30 day, you may likely not see day one, but you start seeing it from day 11. So I've been doing this for the next 100 days. So I'm trying to upskill myself on Datacamp. Sorry about that, using the Datacamp resources. So I'm currently subscribed to a 1 year subscription on Datacamp, and I'm trying to make use of it to the best of my knowledge. So today, if I take a couple of class today will be 30-day streak, learning streak. And the goal is to be consistent about the learning journey because learning technical skill is pretty hard to just sit down and say you want to rush the old topics. They are technical knowledge, especially if you don't have a computer science background from school. You get it now. So that the idea behind it is to learn bit by bit, little by little for the next 100 days. And I will doing that consistently, not getting tired, even getting pumped up. Do you get it now? So once again, I'm a top rated plus freelancer on the Upwork platform, and I've been a freelancer for the past 2, 3, 4 years, getting close to 4 years now. And I have a coach who has been able to teach me all I need to know about freelancing and remote work and to be a successful freelancer. So if you're looking for a resource also that will take you from a newbie to an expert freelancer, all within a long-term game. So if you want to be successful in freelancing, you have to play the long-term game. If you're looking for a quick way to become a successful freelancer, I'm sorry, this is not for you. Do you get it now? But if you're looking for a long-term game to become a successful, highly top 1% in the freelancing world, then you need to check out this course by Benga DB, which is called Freelance Client Magnet Course, which teaches you how to become a successful freelancer on Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, remote job website, or even using your social media account to become a successful freelancer. The course link will be under the YouTube description. So this course also, the knowledge from this course made me to become a top rated plus freelancer on the Upwork platform. And I've been so consistent. I have 100% job success score, giving my clients top-notch services. So check out the course. So you can check out Ben Gadis B profile on Twitter. I will drop a link to his Twitter account. You can check him out, vet him, check out his profile before you decide to what to purchase the course using the link under my YouTube description. So this is Ben Gadebi, my coach, who has taught me all I know today about freelancing, and a couple of friends also have learned 1 or 2 things about freelancing from them. You get it now? But it has been a major part of my freelancing success. And you can see his testimonial there for 2023. You can go there and check it out and check out the course also on using the link under my YouTube description. So let's move to today's lesson. Usually I do live stream for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour daily, learning new stuff on Datacamp. And I'm currently on the career track of SQL. So there are a couple of career tracks on the Datacamp platform. So there are a lot there. So I'm going to be selecting SQL, Python, Power BI, and Excel. So I'm currently on the SQL track, career track. So let me show you what it looks like. I see there's Power BI there also. There's any text skill related to data analytics that you want there. So I've covered introduction to SQL, intermediate SQL, joining data in SQL, and data manipulation in SQL. So I'm currently on this section, and there are also all every other content or other courses under this SQL data analysis SQL career track. You can see I still have like 7 to 5. I don't want to count it. Then there's the final project to test your knowledge after learning the whole stuff. Right now. So I'm currently here. So you can check out the data camp platform. If you're able to subscribe, good. If you're not able to subscribe, there are tons of free resources online that you can start using to learn SQL. So if I go back to the learning dashboard, to the home tab. So before I start a new lesson, before I continue from where I stop, I always get to review 1 or 2 weak areas every day before I begin to learn something new. So let me just do that real quick. and we can move on. So data manipulation is that was the previous course I took under the SQL career track. So I'll just practice this and this. So it says, can you create a window function to calculate the overall count of bicycle dogs at a station without grouping the results? So a Windows function calculate the overall count of bicycle dogs without grouping. So I don't want to group overall count. Of course, that will be using select name and dogs from stations. Mm, name, dog. We have total dogs here. We also selecting count. Mm, so we want to count the dogs. Then we bring the over clause there to show that this count is not a normal count as total dogs. Then we check that and boom, we got that. So if you are using a Windows function, immediately you introduce the over clause after an aggregate function. It tells you that what this count function here is not an ordinary count. You can just do that. So we're going to repeat a ton repetitive. So just adding this together, all this together, one, two, three, and giving us the results row by row. So what is the purpose of Windows function in SQL? To aggregate data from tables you cannot join, to perform calculation based on a result set or a window of data. This is almost true. To circumvent subqueries in select, to prevent errors in nested and correlated subqueries. I'll go for this. I'll go for that. That's correct. So can you use a case statement inside a Windows function to calculate a running total of all days that's 25 degrees Fahrenheit or higher? Here is a preview of the temperature table. If you use a Windows function inside a Windows function, so we need to use it inside a Windows function. Date, temperature, date, temperature, all days, ordered by date, unbounding, preceding. Okay, this is Windows function. Let me give it a shot. To count, to calculate the running total. Calculate the running total. So that will be it's calculating the running total. Can produce sum there. Sum. We're saying you should sum temp table, temp column here. Hold up. When you calculate the running total, that should be using I don't know which function to use there. Oh, come on. Order by I'm trying to check my slide on data manipulation. The case statement here, when temperature is greater than 1, and then end. Okay, I need to think better. Select date, temperature, then count. You can use a case statement inside the Windows function to calculate a running total of odd days. Want to odd days greater than 25 degree. Oh, so if it's greater than 75, it's going to return 1. If it's going to return 0, and since it's greater than 75, returning 1, the running total. So we have 2 days greater than 75. Okay, okay. Select date, temperature, case when, then run. Then order by. Let's remember which clause is going to be, which Windows function is going to be here. It's definitely some. It's definitely some is going to be here. Some, the temperature column. Then we can have our over clause there. For the over clause needs to be have in parentheses again here. So that is where the challenge is. Order by date, unbounded preceding. Unbounded current will be current row, definitely current row here. Then this place, order by date, then rows between be here. Then the sum here. Now there's supposed to be an over clause there. So the over clause, there's not supposed to be a bracket here. If I'm typing over clause to show it is a Windows function, this will be wrong. So this order by is supposed to be within my over clause. Everything from this order by date, goes between, unbounded preceding is supposed to be inside my over clause. So that is the challenge I'm having trying to figure that out. Even if I write it like this, That would still be wrong. Definitely to be wrong. Because the order by the over clause says immediately after the over clause, I'm supposed to have order by without this bracket. So this bracket is causing me trouble. So I'm taking a look at the slides. The example from the slide. Mm, This is causing the confusion. So order by date goes between unbounded preceding goes between I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay. So this is not supposed to have any bracket there. Over now the case when I'm using case when there. Over. I'm supposed to have over clause there. Okay. Let's see. Over. I type it like this. Which is still correct. Over then the bracket order by date goes between unbounded preceding and current row. Then over here, since we are using, should we say count? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. So this will be over the over clause here. Then this should be count. I should be counting this. That is happening here. I want to count that. Count. Let me give it a shot. Count case when try code. Oh yeah, I got it. Wow, that was Date required output. So this is my output 2013. So this is what I'm supposed to get. Required output, and this is my output. After trying that, so I'm counting. So it's when this case when the temperature here is greater than 75, then it's going to return 1, and or it's going to return 0. After that has been done, this count is going to count it. So immediately this count is counting it, is counting what is happening in the case statement. My over clause is seeing that what the count here is not an ordinary count. So it's going to do a Windows calculation there for me. 000, check, I got it. That was long to get, but I was able to get it. That's the end goal. No matter the time it takes, understand the code, understand what you're writing, you can solve it. So can you rank soccer matches in 2011-2012 season from highest to lowest by total home goal and away goal? Here is a preview of the match table. So can you rank soccer matches in 2011-2012 season from the highest to lowest by the total home goal and the total away goal? So home goal, away goal. So I should rank them, rank the matches in the season from highest to lowest. So I should rank the okay, home goal, away goal, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. So that will be a function of rank. I'm sensing the rank Windows functions there. I want to create a new Windows function, definitely. So select home goal, select away goal, then rank, see, rank, uh, over, over clause. So instead of over clause, we can say you should rank it by what? Rank by home goal plus away goal. Or is it descending or ascending? Let's use this. It's ascending. Order by home goal plus away goal as ranking. It's just ranking the highest goal first. So definitely that's the descending. But descending 222. That's not fair now. So I won't got the code. I need to write this. But what is it showing? Rank 1 is rank 1. So it's ascending now. Come on. From highest to lowest. The rank they were getting there was from highest to lowest. Definitely that. I'll come and try that later. So can you calculate a running total of minutes spent on bicycle trips per day? Here is a preview of the trips table. Running total of minutes spent on bicycle trips. Running totals. We want to be adding this one, this 433 to the previous row, which is there's no any previous row. It's going to return 433 here. Then this 298 plus 433 is going to give us 729 here. Then 1899 plus this is going to give us, so that was the mean by running total, row over row. So if you select start date, then start station, then start date, calculate the running total of minutes per bicycle trips. So duration, start date, start station, start date, duration. Then we have the running total, that will be sum duration, that's summing the duration over, this is the over clause there, over, order by start date, order by start date, then rows between should come first. Order by start date, rows between, unbounded preceding, and current row, definitely. Sum the duration, introduce the over clause, order by start date, rows between, unbounded preceding. Now we should calculate the whole row from the first row and current row. Check that, and we got that. So this one that I did mistake earlier, let's say home goal, away goal. Then you want to rank the rank function. over clause, start over clause. This will also be descending and ascending. And boom, day 30. Let's go. So let's review Windows function also. Oh, minutes and I'm back. So if I review this function, so can you use a Windows function to calculate a partitioned average temperature for its zip code? Here is a preview of the weather table. Partitioned average. So that will be like the average, zip average, as zip average. This will be the zip code, the maximum temperature, then the zip average. So you're saying average, you have average maximum temperature there, then over clause, since we're doing over, then partition by zip code. We don't need to use other by, since we're not using the rank function there. But just partition average. That should be correct. Oh, correct. Can you use the Windows functions to calculate the partition average by SQL tree duration by start station and subtype? Oh, this is the same thing as we did earlier. Oh, just the average, same thing. Then average duration, then partition by we have the over clause, partition by start station and subtype there. Can you identify the Windows function used? So the Windows function used is average duration over clause, then partition by start station as window, the average. So we're having the average there. We have start station, start date, subtype, start date, subtype, then duration. Then we have average duration, partition by start station, average duration of the duration column. So duration column looks like this. This is not fair. I can't see the duration column. It's definitely not this. Because the duration column can be giving you 1, 2, 1, 2. It's an average. So between this and this. Oh, that's not fair. So the answer is the second one there. Can you create a rank of days based on extreme weather incidents? Here is a preview of the weather table. A rank of days, rank over order by maximum wind temperature as windy days from winter, where maximum wind temperature is less than 0. The maximum wind meter per hour. This is not the answer. So between this and this. So the question is we are ranking it order by maximum wind temperature. Let's see. 5555 getting two. The challenge is I can't see the record. They don't give me a preview. Precision in inches. Or whether where maximum wind is greater than zero. Definition is easier for some because this doesn't make sense. They have a rank of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not even correct. I'm 39. Very close. But I guess it's that for which of the following are not options available in a Windows functions? There's row number, there's partition, there's rank, before and after. Then this. So today is day 30. Come on. Let's keep pushing. So I've reviewed my weak areas for today. There'll be more weak areas, definitely. So I could just go back and continue from where I stopped yesterday. So I was able to start a new section yesterday called Postgre Summit Start and Windows Function. So I'm almost through with this chapter. So let's finish it. I'm quite familiar with partition by, so I'm quite strong in that, but let's do that.
You now know how to change the behavior of a window function with the order by subclause. Another way to change its behavior is with the partition by subclause. Let's build on last video's example to see why partitioning is useful. In addition to discus throw champions, this query includes triple jump champions as well. However, when using lag, the first triple jump's last change its behavior is with the partition by subclause. Let's build on last video's example to see why partitioning is useful. In addition to discus throw champions, this query includes triple jump champions as well. However, when using lag, the first triple jump's last champion is Germany, discus throw's most recent champion, when in fact it should be null, since the two events are different and their champions are not related. How do you tell lag to separate the two events? Enter partition.
Hold up. I need to listen to that one more time.
You now know how to change the behavior of a window function with the order by subclause. Another way to change its behavior is with the partition by subclause. Let's build on last video's example to see why partitioning is useful. In addition to discus throw champions, this query includes triple jump champions as well. However, when using lag, the first triple jump's last champion is Germany, discus throw's most recent champion.
I want to try to understand this query. This is blocking my stuff.
Jump champions as well. However, when using lag, the first triple jump's last champion is Germany.
The first triple jump last champion. Is Germany correct?
Discus throw's most recent champion, when in fact it should be null, since the two events are different and their champions are not related.
Oh, that's okay. This should be no. We are looking at this code here. It is returning last champion based on the champion on the events column, order by event. Because the order by event clause here is only ordering this last champion by the event. But the triple jump is different from the discuss tool. So you can also order that, partition that by event. Okay, I understand that now. When event changes from discuss to triple jump, lag fetch discuss to last champion as opposed to a no. Oh, okay, understood now. Then partition by will be useful there.
How do you tell lag to separate the two events? Enter partition by. This oversub clause splits the table into partitions based on a column's unique values, similar to group by. Unlike group by, however, the results of a window function with partition by aren't rolled into one column. Partitions are operated on separately by the window function. For example, row number will reset to 1 for each partition's first row, and lag will only fetch a row's previous value if its previous row is in the same partition. Let's use partition previous row is in the previous value to 1 for each example, row number will reset to 1 for each partition's first row, and lag will only fetch a row's previous value if its previous row is in the same partition. Let's use partition by to fix this query's results. Adding partition by event in the over clause before order will separate the table into two partitions, one for discus throw and one for triple jump, the two unique values in the event column. The one difference in the results is that the first row of the triple jump champions correctly has null as last champion. That's because it's the first row in its partition. Let's look at a more complex partitioning. This result is a row numbering of Chinese and Japanese gold medals awarded to women. The row numbering extends across countries and events, and the goal is to reset it per country and year. Partitioning by year and country and row number will achieve this. Each combination of the unique values of year and country will be a partition. 2008 China is one partition, 2008 Japan is another, 2012 China is yet another, and so on.
Partition
As you can see in the result, the row number resets to 1 for each partition. You can
across
partition by multiple columns if your groups are spread across columns.
across column.
Order by and partition by are the two most common subclauses used in window functions. Now that you know both, practice using them in the following assignments to master the basics of window functions.
Okay, so let's practice partition by. Okay, you've already fetched a previous year's champion for one event. However, if you have multiple events, genders, or other metrics as columns, you need to split your table into partitions to avoid having a champion from one event or gender appear as the previous champion of another event or gender. Return the previous champion of each year's event by gender. Previous champion of each year event by gender. So with tennis gold, let's look at this table. Select distinct gender, year, and country, year and country from summer medals, where year is 2000 and event is javelin throw and medal is gold. So if you should run this query like this, let's do that. Because we have gender, year, distinct gender, and for each year, and season and distinct year also, and their country. So from there, we're going to select the gender from this second query, the year, and the country as champion. For the previous year's champion by gender. Okay, if I use lag clause here, I can say lag the champion column, Set previous year's champion by gender. I want to fetch it by gender. If I fetch it by, let me see. I don't want to rank it. I want to lag them. So I'll lag the country. I'll lag this country. Fetch previous year's champion. Gender. Previous champion of each year event by gender. Gender. Country. So either I use gender, year, or country. So trying to understand the instruction. Return the previous champion of each year's events by the gender. So by the gender. So I need to use the gender there. Gender over then partition by partition by return the previous champion of each year's event by gender. Let's see partition by gender or order by let's order by year. Let's see, that's correct. So that is by year. 2000, 2004, 2012. So let's submit that. Let's see. So I'm supposed to log it by country. Let me go back to that. If I should log it by each year's, it's return the previous year's champion for each year's by given by gender. So I'm supposed to log it. Okay, let's log it by year. Log year. So I'm going to log the year. I'm missing something. Return the previous champion of each year's event. Previous champion of each year event by gender. So country. Oh, so I was supposed to use the country as my lag. Let me do that one more time. So if I select my common table expression, I see here. So I was supposed to use return the previous year, the previous champion of each year, previous champion of each year by their gender. So I'm supposed to lag it by gender. So I'm supposed to return the previous year, but I want to partition it by what? By the gender column here, and also other is by run the code. Hold up, let me run this whole code. So I'm lagging it by year. So last champion was this. Oh, okay. But the challenge is still that from here now, returning. Okay, now partitioning by gender. So for this 2000 now, for the female, there won't be any country there because this is for male category. So I'll partition it what by gender and also order it by gender. Let's submit that. That is correct. Let's see one more time. Men, 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 men. So for men, the previous year is Czech Republic. Last champion was Czech. Last champion here was Norway. Norway. Immediately it gets to women. This service partition by day. So it's going to skip it because this is the first partition by gender. That's really the first record for women. I'm expecting a no here. Okay, got that. So in the previous exercise, we partition by gender to ensure that data about one gender doesn't get mixed into data about the other gender. So if you have multiple columns, however, partitioning by only one of them will still mix the result of the other columns. So return the previous champion of each year's event by gender and event. Oh, okay, now by gender, now we're adding events. So select distinct gender, year, event, country from summer medals. If I should run this simple query up here, we are going to use this result of this upper query. So this common, the result of this city to fetch our main query. Yes, now. So that is called city. Common table expression was used up there. If I come here, return the previous champion of each year's event by gender of each year's champion of each year's event by gender. Okay, by gender and event of each year. So I'm going to say lag, select gender from here, select year from here, select event from here, and select country from here. But I'm going to be lagging by the country, lag by country, lag by country there, over, then partition by, let's say partition the results, partition by gender, then comma, events, event, then order by year, let's run that. So we are partitioning by event, 100 meter, then this 1000 meters. So from here, like this, let's submit that, and boom, we got that. So we partition our results by over, partition by gender, event. So for the men here, so this is the men, where this was to start for men. So to start for women here, no, it's not the events to it also. So probably they have same event here. But okay, they don't have same event, so it's 100 meters. This is the first record for 100 meters. So it's a null here. Because 100 meters is different from 10,000 meters. Okay, but we're lagging it by country. So the lag clause there, you can also open and close the lag. If you don't lag it by country, it can just, so we're lagging it by country, let's return, oh, okay, lag country, let's return the previous country. For the lag, let's return the previous country. Okay, I understand better now. Oh, we have come to the end of this chapter 1. So if you run row number over partition by year order by medal descending on the following table, what row number would be the 2008 Iranian records? So if you run row number, then partition by year, row number, partition by year, by medals, descending on the following table. What row number would the 2008 Iranian record have? 2008 Iranian records. These Iranian records. Row number descending. That should be one now. This is the highest record here. What? That's not fair. Okay, 2008 Iranian record. Oh, I didn't look at it this way. 2008. 2004. Yes, Iranian 2008 should have second. Okay. Why is that pay attention? So I've completed this chapter. So we're moving to fetching and ranking and paging. So that'll be the end of today's live stream. I'll probably have to start that chapter off live stream or on the live stream tomorrow. So thanks for staying to the end of the live stream. If you found value in this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up to support the channel and also subscribe to the channel to support the channel. And let's go together. Don't forget to check out FCM by my code BengaDB under the YouTube description. There's also a link to BengaDB's YouTube profile to vet him and check out his profile and check out his testimonials. Then come back and click the link under the YouTube description to purchase FCM, which teaches you how to become a successful freelancer on Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, using your social media and other job remote platforms, and how to position yourself for the freelancing world. Thank you for staying to the end, and I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream.